24, AMC 8, question 23. Rodrigo has a very large sheet of graph paper. First, he draws a line segment connecting points 04 to point 20 and covers the four cells whose interiors intersect the segment as shown below. This interiors intersect the segment is a little bit hard to understand just by reading the words. But we have a picture, so we can use this as an opportunity to make sure we understand what's going on. Start from 04. Go to 20. You will draw a line. Whenever this line goes through a square, like the first square is here. Whenever this line goes through a square, you will change the color or color the cell. Now this line reaches 0.5 and 3. 0.5 doesn't matter, you just need to know it's not integer value. But because you reach this integer value for y, continue moving on, you will color another cell. And then you reach 1, 2. Same thing, you reach integer values for x and y, continue moving on, you will color another cell. And then you reach this point, which is 1.5 and 1. Continue on, color another cell. In the end, you have four cells colored. Not only now you understand the question, but you probably also get some good insights. We'll come back to it as we read through the question, but when you try drawing this picture, go through each square, go through each cell, you probably get some ideas. Okay, that's when a cell gets colored. Now let's continue reading this question. Next, Rodrigo draws a line segment connecting point 2000, 3000 to point 5000, 8000. How many cells will he color this time? So we do understand the question, but the challenge here is the two numbers or the four numbers here are very large. We cannot really draw those 2000 data points, 5000 data points, or even visualize them. That's why it's very hard. For this kind of large number question, our general problem solving strategy, which we used in some other questions as well, is to get insights from small numbers. What does that mean? That means 2000, 3000, they are very big. Why not we try some small numbers so we can understand what's going on? How do you get a cell colored? Coming back to this picture, when we draw the picture, when we really touch each cell, the insight I get is we color a cell when the line moves over integer x or y. Right, so when we draw the picture, you can tell we start from 0, 4. Oh, it's an integer, x and y. Continue moving on, you're going to get into a new cell, so you're going to color a cell. Then you reach 0.53. Y is an integer. You move over it, meaning you go through it. Now you go through a second cell, so you color another one. Altogether, you get four cells colored. Now, let's take a look at our four very large numbers. X starts from 2000, goes to 5000. You need to increase this by 3000. Y start from 3000, go to 8000. You need to increase this by 5,000. All right, still very big numbers. Do we have some other small number that can help us get insights, but also related to increase x by 3,000, increase y by 5,000? Well, 3,000 is actually 3 times 1,000. 5,000 is 5 times 1,000. So technically, what we're doing here is starting from 2,000, 3,000, increase x by 3, increase y by 5. Continue doing this 1,000 times. So 3 and 5 is going to give us some good insights. Let's take a look. Now we draw this picture out. So 1, 2, 3. And during the exam, you can't use a calculator, but you do have access to ruler or anything like that. So you can actually try to make it, more accurate. Here, let me try my best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this is the 3 by 5 rectangle. Its starting point is going to be my 2,000, 3,000. And its ending point here is going to be 2003, 3005. So this is a move by 3 and 5. And you are going to do it for 1,000 times. And the nice part is, I can try to understand what's going on here and multiply this by 1,000 times. So let's draw this line. Go from 2,000, 3,000 to 2,003 and 3,005. Technically, it's like 00 to 35. So you draw this line. As you draw this line, one thing to keep in your mind is 3 and 5 are co-prime to each other, which means not like this 04 to 20, where in the middle you actually touch this 1, 2, where both x and y are integers. You are not going to have such a scenario for 00 to 35. And because of that, how many squares do we go through? Go through the first one here, second one here, third one here, because you don't really touch this point, you actually go through this square, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So for this 3 by 5 move, you color 7 cells. And remember now, we repeat this for 1,000 times. So altogether, you would color 7 times 1,000 equal to 7,000 cells. Answer is C. Getting insights from small numbers is your key to handle large number math contest questions.